Hi, how are you? Are you comfy? Just breathe for a moment with me. Let the world slow down. You are safe here. Ready to talk together? You know, some mornings we wake up with a weight that has no name. It sits right here, heavy, cold. It waits for you to open your eyes. And what do? We smile like everything is normal. We put on the clothes, we drink the coffee, we answer the emails. It's like that moment when you pull into your driveway after a long day and you just sit in the car. The engine is off. The house is right there, warm, safe, but you just stare at the steering wheel. 10 minutes pass. 15. Because you aren't ready to walk through your own front door. You aren't ready to perform the role of you again. I know you are holding it together right now. I can hear it in the way you breathe. Short, shallow. Maybe your jaw is clenched tight, holding back words you swallowed years ago. Maybe your shoulders are pulled up to your ears, protecting your neck from a blow that never comes. Let them drop. Please. Just for a second, let them drop. You are safe here. But, somewhere deep inside, beneath the noise of the day, a small voice trembles, like a door slowly opening in an abandoned house, asking to be heard. And it whispers, "Something is not right. This is not my life." And the crazy thing is, the more we try to silence it, the louder it becomes. It screams in the silence. We think silence is peace, but sometimes silence is just pressure building up. And the quieter we stay, the heavier that truth begins to press against our ribs, until it feels like your bones are going to snap. Listen to me closely. Maybe you have been holding your breath for too long. Years, maybe. Hiding all the pain behind well-constructed reasons. Building a story that keeps everything neat and survivable. We are architects of our own prisons, aren't we? We say, "I am doing this for them." We say, "It will get better when I get that promotion." We say, "I am strong enough to handle this." And the scariest part? We stay in the pain because it feels familiar. We stay in the chaos because peace feels suspicious. Happiness feels like a stranger at the door. But sadness? Sadness feels like an old friend. Sadness feels like home. You told yourself that holding on was the only option, that letting go meant you were weak. But lies cannot hold everything forever. You cannot build a home on a foundation that is cracking. Like a wall filled with water, eventually, the pressure wins. Eventually, it bursts. And deep down, underneath the "I'm fine" and the smiles, you know you are tired. So tired. And often, it is not the big moments that break us. It's not the tragedy. It's not the explosion. It's the smallest things. The ones that slip through unnoticed. You see, there is always one moment that arrives without warning. Maybe it's 3 a.m. The world is quiet. The city is asleep. The only light is the harsh blue glow of your phone screen against the dark. You are scrolling, looking for something to distract you. And suddenly, the silence feels too loud. It feels like a roar. Or maybe it's an old song playing in a grocery store, a song you haven't heard in 10 years. And for a split second, you remember who you were when you first heard it. You remember how light you felt, how open your heart was. And then you look at your reflection in the glass of the freezer aisle, and you see a stranger. A sentence that should not hurt, but does. A look that reveals just a little too much pity. A tiny light flickering in a dark room. And suddenly, you see a crack in the wall. You see the truth standing right in front of you, staring you in the eyes. And you realize, I cannot pretend anymore. I cannot do this for one more day. And from that moment, something inside you begins to shift, slowly, like tectonic plates moving deep underground, undeniably. For so long, you believed every word you were given. You were a good child. You were a good student. You were a good partner. You followed a narrative that was never yours. You took a chisel to your own soul, chipping away pieces of yourself just to fit into a mold that was never meant for you. Does it hurt? To cut yourself down to size just so you don't intimidate others? But then, you notice something that does not align, a puzzle piece that never belonged. Time freezes for one quiet heartbeat, and all you can do is look. Honestly, clearly. You look at your life, the job, the relationships, the routine, and you ask, where am I in all of this? And in that stillness, the most important realization rises to the surface. It floats up like wreckage from a ship. You begin to ask questions. Why have I carried the blame for things I didn't break? Why have I convinced myself I am not enough when I have given everything? Why have I held pain like it was my responsibility to heal it? I want you to remember something. Do you remember who you were before the world told you who to be? Before the first heartbreak? Before the first failure? Before they told you to be quiet or strong or realistic? Think of that child, the one who laughed with their whole body, the one who ran without worrying about falling, the one who believed in magic. That person is not dead. That person is still in there, hiding, waiting for you to come back and pick them up. And when that question finally escapes your lips, God, it feels like breathing for the first time after drowning. You see yourself, not through a broken mirror, but through clean glass. And the whisper becomes a clear voice. Maybe it was never you. Maybe you were just in the wrong hands. Maybe you were planting flowers in concrete, wondering why they wouldn't grow. It was the wrong room. It was the wrong story. But listen to me. This is the dangerous part, because now you know. You have seen the truth, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. If you choose to close your eyes again, if you choose to go back to sleep because it is easier, you know what it will cost. It will cost you everything. If you stay silent, your heart will shrink until it is hard as a stone. Your dreams, they will dim until they are just ghosts haunting your sleep. The light inside you will fade slowly, day by day, until it disappears. You will lose pieces of yourself, until one day you look in the mirror and you see nothing, just a shell, just someone who followed all the rules and lost their soul. You will become a spectator in your own life, watching the days pass by through a window you are afraid to open. Not because you are weak, but because you surrendered your power, because you were afraid to disappoint everyone except yourself. But, hey, look at me. It does not have to end like that. The story is not over. The pen is still in your hand. There is a way back to yourself. It is a long road, but it is a beautiful road. And it starts today, not tomorrow, today. So, Where do we start? I want you to do this with me. First, put your hand on your stomach. Feel it rise and fall. Listen to the voice inside you without shutting it down. When it says, I am sad, don't say, shut up. Say, I hear you. Second, stop making excuses for things that break you. Stop translating their disrespect into love. Stop drinking poison just because you are thirsty. Third, write what you feel every night, even if it is ugly, even if it is angry, even if it is only one sentence. I am hurting today. Get it out of your body and onto the paper. Fourth, say the word enough. Practice saying it in the mirror. Enough. Even if your voice shakes, especially if your voice shakes. Fifth, find one safe person, just one, and tell the truth without filters. Take off the mask. Let them see the cracks. Small steps. Tiny, terrifying steps. But real steps. This is how you begin to return home. Your journey is not finished. In fact, it is just beginning. But you have taken the most important step. You opened the first door. And that alone is the bravest thing you have ever done. You are not alone. Look at how many of us are walking this same road. You are not late. Time is not running out. It is just waiting for you to catch up. And you are certainly not broken. You are just rearranging the pieces. You are simply learning how to return to yourself. Now, just breathe. Feel the air fill your lungs. Feel that space you are creating. Close your eyes and say quietly, strictly to yourself, I forgive you for leaving. I am coming back to myself. Today, I choose to live.